comparison for show logos or, memorabilia and stuff like that. And it's usually like $28 to $30 or more. And so we're under that price. We don't make a big profit off this, but we do make, some money off it. And it'll help the show stay on the air. So it's about $3 or so with shipping and handling. So $23 and some change. And the cup is yours. And you'll love it. So get yours today at forthepeopleshow.com. Right on our front page, you'll see the cup. And it's beautiful. She's a beaut. I love when some people, you ever hear that? I don't know if the Southern thing will say it's a beaut. You like that? My Midwestern brethren, they like that. How's that for City Slicker here in Tampa, Florida? Well, they consider us Southern here. Now, I relocated here in 2001. I lived in Alexandria, Virginia, New York City, Los Angeles, okay? So I've been around different places, okay? I have friends all over the country. But I pick up Southern slang and things like that. But people from the North, they swear we're from the South here in Tampa, Florida. We're just a bunch of Southerners down here. That's okay. I'm fine with that. I'll be Southern with the beach. I have no problem with that, with a palm tree outside my window. It's okay. It's a it's a tough, without hurricanes, or exactly, Florida's beautiful. It is beautiful. High above you, look up 250 miles up, as a matter of fact. NASA's doing a little housekeeping, from what we understand. The International Space Station, as every homeowner on Earth knows it all too well, every now and then you have to make repairs. And that's what's going on right now in space during the next 2 weeks, as a matter of fact. There are 3 scheduled spacewalks, and they are all about International Space Station maintenance. On Thursday, yesterday, 2 American astronauts, Commander Randy Resnick, flight engineer Mark Van Hel, they pretty much exited the airlock here. Very small print I'm reading here today. Lord have mercy. Climbing out into the microgravity as the space station passed above the eastern Mediterranean Sea. I'm sure that's a beautiful view. Good morning, Israel. Egypt, enthusiastically exclaimed Resnick as he held on while looking down at Earth. And yesterday's task replacing one of the latching end efflectors on the ISS's big robotic arm. Big job. And one of the 2 grappling mechanisms stalled last month. So it's a minor glitch, according to the Johnson Space Center. And they say it has no effect on planned space station operations like science experiments and the next cargo ship arrival in November. But as far as the big robotic arm, will be the focus of the next 2 spacewalks. And one on Tuesday of next week and Wednesday the week after. So this is going to be going on for a little bit. So think about when you look up, 250 miles up, that's what's going on when you're doing your leaf blowing, your maintenance. I'm still in awe. I don't know what it is. I mean, I've always loved outer space and all the stuff that we do with the space program. I was just telling a friend the other day, I tell you, that lives on the Space Coast in Titusville, as a matter of fact, came to see me, and the space shuttle program was very unique, and it was very cool seeing this thing, take off and then glide back down to Earth, and we just don't see that anymore. I wish they would bring it back. I thought it was so useful, and the payload was so much more useful and larger. It just seemed like it was definitely the ideal, and they don't seem to have anything better. They did say it was very expensive, the shuttle program, but it worked. It worked for a very long time. I was sad. I thought, gosh, really? It had to have been a funding thing. Remember Barack Obama, he decided that he wanted to have the NASA folks reassure the Muslims that we loved them. Bearers of hope, or something like that. Remember that? Put them on a different mission to love on them a little bit. We should love everybody. I swear we could have been on Mars a long time ago. But that'll be interesting. A CIA officer is coming out and saying that Kim Jong Un is a rational actor and is not a madman, as described by President Donald Trump. And this is according to comments made at George Washington University. Young Suk Lee, the Deputy Assistant Director of the CIA's Korea Mission Center, said during a conference at the school that Kim, who has ruled North America, can you imagine? He thinks he could. North Korea since the death of his father, Kim Jong II, in 2011, is a rational actor whose primary focus is to stay in power. There is a clarity of purpose in what Kim Jong Un has done, Lee said. And he said this per U.S. News and World Report. The last person who wants conflict on the peninsula is actually Kim Jong Un. We have a tendency in this country and elsewhere to underestimate the conservatism that runs in these authoritarian regimes. Lee added that according to the AFP, that Kim wants to rule for a long time and die in his own bed. Trump and Kim have been involved in a war of words that escalated last month with Trump's statement to the United Nations saying that the U.S. would totally destroy the reclusive country if provided. Given this guy's background, a CIA, it makes it sound like the CIA, by the way, when Newsmax threw this out there, that the CIA was, all of them were on board here. It's not. This is a story that was put out by Newsmax. And then other sources like U.S. News and World Report were in this, in The Atlantic as well. But this is one guy, Young Suk Lee, Deputy Assistant Director of the CIA's Korea Mission Center. He's Korean. Yeah, I'm sure the guy wants to stay in power. I guess that's a rational thought. It's good to be king. But it's not good when you're launching missiles and taking narratives from Iran to build this thing and to threaten the peninsula as he is, and also the way inhumane treatment of his people and U.S. citizens like Warmbier. Let's not forget that poor kid and other U.S. detainees that are in jail right now, and who knows, God only knows the condition of them. But China, they got their own atrocities. But it does seem that North Korea has got the worst next to Iran and China. Do we stand by and just allow this untold cruelty to happen? I mean, I guess we've done for years in many other countries that we do business with. It's just sad to see it, but if I thought that this guy wasn't going to be a danger or a menace to his neighbors, that'd be one thing. But all these launches and to give him that power, I still don't believe it. And I definitely don't side with this Kim Jong Un sympathizer, Young Suk Lee. Give me a break. This thing called life, for the people, for the people, for the people is there.
It's unlike anything you've ever been through in your life, man. I was driving. This kid threw a grenade at us and went right over our vehicle. It was 12 years old.
The shockwave went through my head, rattled up my brain, and left.
Danger is around you 360 degrees at all times, and you can't unlearn that.
It's impossible to describe the sacrifices these men and women have made to protect our freedoms. And the job of rebuilding their lives is massive and growing every day. Many will need the programs offered by the Wounded Warrior Project for years to come.
I didn't know what PTSD was. All I knew is I was having nightmares. And when I got released, my reintegration was go check in at the VA, man.
My first coping mechanism was use drugs. Just numb it, don't feel anything.
I was angry. I'm trying to pull myself out of that right now.
Your gift today of $19 per month will honor and empower these veterans so they can aid and assist each other.
The Wounded Warrior Project is a life raft.
I can say this without question that I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for it.
Wounded Warrior Project is the first step, getting back out into the world and reforming yourself outside of the service.
Call or go online with a pledge of $19 a month. You'll receive this Wounded Warrior Project blanket, and your gift will provide critically needed programs that rebuild lives.
That was my first feeling of actually being a part of something bigger than myself again.
Well, I lost a few really close friends overseas, and if I quit, I'm going to let them down, and I'm not about to do that.
I'm learning to face my fears head on, to trust and see what happens at the end.
It's a long process, but I had the drive and desire.
Please call or go online with your gift right now.
For the People is there.
Introducing the official For the People coffee mug, patriotic as can be, in featuring the colorful red, white, and blue For the People logo with Keith Allen on a ceramic 11-ounce coffee mug, perfect for any beverage of your choice. This mug is a great reminder of what we stand for: God, country, and family, with conservative values and good old-fashioned common sense. To order your For the People coffee mug, pay just $20 plus $3.99 shipping and handling at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. With all the choices out there to enjoy some entertainment, wouldn't it just be nice to have something that didn't cost an arm or a leg? I found something that does just that. It's called 123 Ready TV. It's one of the most remarkable apps available to start watching all of those movies and TV shows for one incredible price, just $19.99. And that's a one-time only price. Recap: all your movies, current and classic, and sports and news, and so much more. So cut the cable and stop spending money at the movies when you can truly have it all at your fingertips. No commercials, just all the entertainment you desire. 123 Ready TV is available for Windows and all Android devices. Get your 123 Ready TV for just $19.99 at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Just click on the store page to get yours now and start enjoying entertainment the way it was supposed to be. Fun. For the People has a special opportunity for you. If you own a business and want to gain a national audience that is loyal and will do business with you, imagine being able to get your product and or service into the hands of tens of thousands of people each week. Sponsorship opportunities are now available at rates you can afford. Finally, the show you love, with your business supporting what we do in partnership. Start running your commercials today. To contact us, go to forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Keith Allen and For the People, continuing our website, forthepeopleshow.com. I'd like to think that we're not going to have any issue whatsoever with Iran. I'd like to think that we're going to have no issue with Kim Jong Un, that this guy loves us, loves America, loves Donald Trump, et cetera, et cetera. I just don't buy into those that seem like they know everything there is about him. I just don't. He hasn't. He is worse than, and according to defectors, he's worse than his dad or his grandfather. He's killed more people. He's killed his own uncle. He's paranoid, and I think he's crazy for launching these missiles and full speed ahead with more launches, more aggressive this way, and getting help from the Iranians. I mean, I think he's posturing for power and wanting to be a much bigger player in the Korean Peninsula and wanting to make sure that everybody's under their thumb, like Japan, et cetera, and that they're ruling. And I think that would be terrible. And for the United States, and to think, folks, that the United States is actually going to allow that to happen. We've allowed a lot of things to happen, and I think this is one that if we don't nip this in the bud, that he will be an increasing problem and threat to everybody in that entire area. This guy's done it before. He'll do it again. And he's messing with the wrong country. And other countries that have finally realized that this guy is definitely, as I put him in the same class as the killer Paddock there in Vegas, Stephen Paddock.